First time, she was the girl of my dreams. My high school sweetheart, she meant everything to me. After high school, we split up. She said it's my fault. I found out she was cheating, she just never got caught. A couple years later, I met a new shawty. She told me that she'll always be down for me. Guess what? I married her, it didn't work out, and she blaming on me. You bet you like my nigga, no doubt. She told the folks that we were only engaged. So before she left, I made her restore her name. But it's okay, I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles. I gave these women my heart and they all fumble. But you showing me a little different, lady. So I'm trying to see what's up with you, baby. Let's take a walk in the park, or it's whatever. Cause I'm in heaven with me and you are together. There's no bad place in the world that I'd rather be than here, my favorite girl. That's what I know about the birds and the bees. That's how I feel about you and me. Kissing. That's what I know about the birds and the bees. That's how I feel about you and me. Kissing. Not you. She said, yeah, baby, I'm different. I take care of your heart, I take care of your mind. Give me the chance before you miss it. I know you've been through, your love's broke you down. I came to heal you, so don't shut me out. I'll cook for you, I'll put food in your belly. That's the fastest way to your heart is what you tell me. I said, stop there. She had me a cook for you. You were diamond in the rough and I'm looking too. So baby, let's make it happen. You everything I
Let's
need.
go. Get in. We in here with CJ the Trainer, man. Live and on point, let's go.
That's what I know about the birds and the bees. That's how I feel about you and me. Kissing. That's what I know about the birds and the bees. That's how I feel about you and me. Kissing.
Love of my life. Wow, see, I remember the guy that like charging him with a felony for that.
We saw that. Live and on point, we in the building. Make some noise. CJ the Trainer in the building. Live and on point.
You know it.
CJ the Trainer done touchdown. How are you, sir? Fresh out of Houston.
I am.
It's a class reunion.
I'm good, man. Really good.
Man, I see you popping in these streets, man.
Something like that.
Man, it ain't something like that. See, I'm something like popping, but I'm not popping. See, nigga be like, you popping like that, something like that. Nigga, you popping, nigga. I see you got
fish grease.
Yeah, I see you fish grease. You were just showing you got like 500,000 on the TikTok.
What?
Getting pages shut down, influential. Up in celebrities' houses.
What?
Fly nigga whipping.
Mommy is still your concern.
No, they only shut important people pages down. Only the most exclusive get their pages down.
Nah, you never lied.
You know what I'm saying? They only had the exclusive ones pages.
Nah,
She got the page shut down too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so she got it
got a
back.
new page now, but she trying to get it
No,
back.
she got it. It's the same page. She just got it back, but it's just she had to get it back.
Yeah.
What's
It
up
take
with
a lot.
what's
politics?
Take a lot.
Ooh, you gotta know somebody up there at the YouTube office.
No, it's a process though. That's for
I
sure.
mean the Instagram office.
They ain't doing shit. I got some connect to Instagram, but they can't do shit for it.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I had to work get mine back. I paid $2,500 for the first time
$2,500 for what?
to recover it. That's
Yeah,
money.
that's big.
If I'm pulling 6 figures a year off my Instagram page, I want that back.
Right.
So
That's
how did you
$2,500.
have to get a
I
lawyer?
don't want to build it more, right?
I got somebody that guy. I got connections.
Right.
Oh,
I mean, it ain't easy, but it wasn't hard. But the second time I got it back myself, I did it myself, and then they just banned it for the third time. But I think what it came with that was because that page was my first like viral page.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of like, derogatory shit on there.
Yeah.
Not nothing I did, but just the marks with them. So,
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
I see Instagram go back to the old videos and start flagging you for old content.
Yeah,
like,
that's
motherfucker,
what
from
they
years
doing,
ago.
so.
And people still watching this.
Right.
Man, shit.
Right.
Hey man, you know when you find somebody page you like, you go do that shit.
And you can't. And by the way, we got Nisha Major in the building. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank y'all for having me back. Major Flavors is in the building. And tonight we will be having Star Tender, which will be one of the signature cocktails offered at Sip and Swag with CJ the Trainer coming on September the 17th. Y'all get your tickets on eventbrite.com right now. It's going down. Period.
All right, y'all doing the sip and turn. We're gonna talk more about that in a second here. Let me see if I can get that pulled up. So CJ, man, you been, Ian McCain Macaroni Tony. How you doing, sir?
Hey man,
Back in the building.
Ian, aka Macaroni Tony, aka Fluffy Boy 88. I'm not fat. I'm just fluff. Fuck around with me, you get stuff. Hey man, yeah.
If his wife don't, you know what I mean,
Hey man,
intervene, he only stuffing one woman right now.
it's entertainment purposes.
So explain your whole process, CJ. We see you going viral for the whole twerk videos. Explain that whole process and how did that come about? What that idea? How did that idea come about?
So that idea started about 5 years ago here in the hometown. I was living in Orlando, and then I decided, my job, I came back from Jacksonville. I was dancing underneath another instructor, and he was teaching a lot of women shit I did in Orlando. So I asked him to put me on game. Obviously, he never did. He tried to pin me as if I was trying to steal from him. So I came home with my own shit.
For real? I never
You're
knew
right.
that. That's terrible. I'm sorry.
He said I was stealing his stuff. So I went ahead and got 4 other girls along with me because I never wanted to be the face of my brand. I always just wanted to be the curator behind the mind behind the madness. So I got 4 other girls that I was dancing in gym classes with. And they did with me. We went viral here. And I gave a free class. My first class, 110 girls that came out to this small ass studio on the north side. And then just went from there. But once you start charging, people start falling off. And which is okay. It's a part of the process. But I started with 7 people. Now I teach thousands across the world, truth be told.
Shout out to you. Shout out to them. Keep pushing.
110
Keep
for the
pushing.
first one.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get my strings up.
People love free shit.
Come on.
And do.
That's okay. I give them some free shit. I don't mind giving back. But my time is costly.
Come on.
As it should be, because the game is to be what? Sold and not.
So when you first went viral, was you expecting to go viral, or was it out of nowhere?
No, that video here wasn't unexpected. I didn't know it was going to hit like that because no one was really teaching those types of classes. I mean, it probably was, but the thing is, people, they know you do something, but if you don't have it behind you, they know you're doing it. So when I did it, it was like I was the very first one pushing a major type of fitness class like that here. And then I had all the girls out here. Of course, when we started coming, people started talking about it. It goes word of mouth. So I kind of became a big deal here in Jacksonville. And then I decided, once I went viral on the Shade Room for the first time.
And they did post you out of nowhere.
Yeah, they so somebody scammed my account and took that video and put it on Twitter, and it was going crazy on Twitter. And then after the Twitter video, it went crazy on Facebook. And then the Shade Room at the time, I think they maybe have 2 million followers now, or versus what they got now. They hit me up and asked if they could repost it. I told them, yeah. It was kind of strategic how they did it because Instagram had went down that day when they was going to post it. And then when Instagram came back up, they put when Instagram, the caption was, when Instagram come back up, this is how I feel. Hit my ass come rolling across the motherfucking screen. And then from that point forward, I took off. I didn't care about the being viral in the city. I started touring across the nation. And now I teach about 20 international classes and, go around that.
Talk your shit.
That's how you do it, my friend. My friend, this is how you do it.
Yeah, we did a lot of shit through COVID. So I got my first out of country booking physically in October for Mexico City. So I'm in Mexico City. But yeah, across seas like Spain, Russia, UK, Africa, those places I've worked with while under COVID. They actually enjoy the shit. It's a sport to them. Of course, in Africa, motherland home, that's kind of like what they do. But Russia, UK, Spain, all those places like that, it's a sport to them. So for them, I'm an athlete, but also a celebrity to them because they don't get a chance to teach it. And I don't teach as regular, down south. The Florida music we grew up on, I teach the bounce music. And so they want to learn how to shake the bounce music. And of course, bounce music originates in New Orleans, so they associate with New Orleans all the time. But I got to tell them from Florida. Go ahead.
There's black people in Russia.
I'm sure there is black people in Russia.
That's a good question.
I mean, people transplant all across the world, so I'm pretty sure there's black people in Russia.
What they doing?
It's predominantly not black people. It's Russian people. And we consider as well. You're gonna put in the category they're Caucasian, but they're Russian.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's black people over there. But it's not black people that I teach predominantly black people here in the States, but everybody else is a different nationality out of the country. So it's a whole spectrum of people I teach.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to them people over there.
They love it. They love it. They pay me to teach online, and now they pay me to teach in person in different countries. So my first international travel, not the first one, but my first international class is going to be in Mexico, and I'm pretty sure after that, I'll probably get my bookings and go back to Spain. I got invited to Spain 3 times, but COVID happened twice, and the shutdown happened, and then this Russian war that's still going on, and we're not talking about the war happened. I wasn't going to that bullshit.
Now, when you were doing the twerk thing, did you get any backlash doing the twerk thing? How did you deal with the backlash that you got from doing? I'm talking the twerk thing, but doing the twerking.
Fuck them people.
Come on.
Let me tell you something. If you said this, if you got a business, you're gonna always have competition. You're gonna always have negative and positive reviews, right?
Right.
Because you can't please everybody.
Exactly.
Obviously, I'm against the grain because I'm a black gay male, so motherfuckers feel like, oh, you're a nigga doing this, And then of course, women feel like, well, how are you gonna teach a woman how to do what they should naturally do? I'm gonna tell you like this. Every woman cannot dance. Every woman does not have an ass. Every woman cannot shake. And every woman can perform accordingly, not talking down to nobody.
Right.
And
the organ.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm not being funny. You have to understand that dynamic that everybody is not able to do what it is that I do. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And or what others may do. Some feel like, well, hey, this is what women should do. I don't give a fuck what nobody do. I can do what I want to. That's it. That's how I live with it. You do. I mean, you already doing your podcast. That's 1 million podcasts.
Right.
Come on.
But
you still doing your shit. You're the only live and on point.
Right.
So you run your shit. How you gonna run your shit?
You better preach, CJ. You better preach.
I mean, it's 1 million business, 1 million bartenders out in the world, but you still
Major Flavor still in the game.
That's your shit. That's just how I feel about it. And I love the fact that I took over the game how I did it because it was it's a niche market for me based on the way I am. You know what I'm saying? The way I build, the way I look, all shit like that. And women, truth be told, a lot of women actually fetishize it. I don't know why, but it's kind of weird.
They fetishize it?
Yeah, like
but see, you're like the BBW of gay male America, which is fine. And then one thing about it, you have your moments, but you're not like too flamboyant.
I've been trying to tell them that. No shit. People really feel like because I'm a twerk coach, I'm supposed to be like over the top, flamboyant, extra. Like, and don't get me wrong, I'm completely fluid to whatever you do. I don't give a fuck what you do. But at the end of the day, when I take them fucking crop tops and booty shorts off, bitch, I'm a whole man. And that's just what I was born to be. You know what I'm saying? I just enjoy doing what the fuck I do. And then, of course, it's business. So that goes with the aesthetic of my business. That's what it sells. Ass sales. Women have ass. I love to see ass shake. We have a good time watching ass shake. And women, and I love encouraging them to do what they do. I just enjoy doing what the fuck I do. And then, of course, it's business. So that goes with the aesthetic of
Let me confess it to y'all because I'm a little shallow about it, but I'm gonna give CJ his props. Let me give a damn, okay? So me being a voluptuous black woman that I am, I've never been able to be like a knee, like dancer. Like up until this past year, I never could get like on my knees and pop that ass. But
you're not no twerker.
I wasn't like an original twerker. I'm a little tight, so it takes a shot or two. You know what I'm saying?
You know how to throw it back though, don't you?
I mean, I'm just not highly skilled in it. I would say, like, out of a 1 through 10, I'm probably an efficient 5, So, actually, after watching Chris, I guarantee, after watching CJ Trainer and Megan Thee Stallion, I feel like I am a new woman. You hear me? I be using me one knee. Sometimes I be cleaning up, just drop down low and be like, oh, yeah, you still got it. Okay, you got it. Learn how to do that thing.
Did you ever take a class with CJ, Nisha?
No, I haven't yet.
What you waiting on?
No. You're absolutely correct. But in all fairness, the only reason why I did take a class is because originally when he first came out real heavy, I had just had a baby. Like my kid was little. I didn't have like a lot of people. And besides, I'm also a mom that's not gonna just like give my kid away. I'm very overprotective of him. And by the time I could go to a class. COVID was in full effect, and I didn't go anywhere. I didn't even work for COVID, to be honest. But any work I did do, it was from my phone. But I definitely was not like around people for at least 2 years. So
now, Nisha, you brought a topic to the table today. We're gonna get back to Chris too. We're gonna get more because Chris was showing me some things and giving me some game before we got on camera. We're gonna get to it. You brought a topic to the table that you want to discuss, and we got it here. And can you put it on the table? Can you lay this out for us? What you feeling and why with this? You know, because I asked you to send something over,
okay.
and you was passionate about it when you got here. So we need that same. That's why I like people to say for sure. Go ahead.
Oh, it's no problem. So seriously, everybody watching today, I pray this reached so many people. If we've never reached 1 billion people today, I hope it's today because this really needs to be talked about. I'm trying to figure out as a Black woman at this point, I don't know if I should pose it as what is a man or like when does a man become a bitch or a tender dick.
All three are valid.
Oh, all three are valid? Oh, thank you, CJ. So all three are valid at this point. What's a man? You know, what's considered a tender dick? And at what point do you become a bitch ass nigga? Because unfortunately, I've had the experience of meeting too many bitch niggas in a limited, very, very limited, which I can literally count on one hand, of real men and decent men. As a matter of fact, shout out to you because I can say encountering you, meeting you, the conversations that we have had for the couple months that I've known you, I definitely shot you out and will put you in one of the limited men editions. And I'm so proud of you.
Look at the macaroni Tony, you a real nigga.
Yeah, because I don't give people that's a big compliment for me, seriously. And I don't give it out lightly. So shout out to you. But yes, I am tired of flicking on my news and identifying all these women being slaughtered by men.
What you mean slaughtered?
So there was a young lady in Miami, and I apologize. I don't remember if she was stabbed or shot, but I do know that her husband, spouse, partner, stabbed or either shot her. She tried to get away and go to the hospital to seek medical attention, crashed into the tree, and passed away. She was pronounced dead by the time they even got her in the building. And this is just one of numerous cases that have happened. We're not talking years, y'all. We're not talking weeks. We're talking days. Like in 6 days, numerous amount of women around.
But now let me ask you this. Is this the women's fault?
Well, I just depend.
Because women... Go back to the question. What was the question again?
It's 3. You have a 3 in 1. What's a man? Okay. When does a man turn into a bitch? At what moment do you cut off your masculinity and decide that you want to be more emotional? Because a lot of times they be like, oh, well, you're insensitive, you're not emotional. But are men really supposed to be that emotional? Aren't you made to be a person that carries weight? So what's a man? When do you become a bitch nigga or a softer man, I should say? What have you want to paraphrase it, okay? And what is tender dickness? Because the things going on in society today are not real. At least with our gay society, we have people taking accountability, owning it, being who they are. We don't have so much in the darkness, so we're not spreading stuff so much. You know, they're taking accountability for who they are and what they want to be in this world. But let's get to you niggas that are fighting these demons that might want to be gay and feel embarrassed so you don't go. So then you terrorize the Black community. Let's talk about you men who are making babies and you're not taking care of them.
Ooh.
Like children don't need 2 parents.
Hold on.
Let's run that back. Yeah, because you flowing from a survival stroll.
She never said that wrong.
She
said that right. Now, can I comment on that?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I want to know.
So here's a perspective from 2 sides, right? From a man's perspective and from a gay man's perspective, right?
Okay.
So from a man's perspective, this is how I check it out. As a man, I feel like, and I've dated women too, and I've dated men. So
you dated women?
Of course.
Yes, I've met some.
When you dated women?
Before you probably met me or after school.
During school too. I'm about to say I met the one on what was that, Thanksgiving? That was she came to the house. She went to Forest too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you were smashing on a woman.
Nigga, I don't know what you think I'm supposed to be.
No, I'm just saying, just because you were dating me, you were smashing on a Chris.
Just because what do you do when you date somebody? I mean, isn't it a part of it?
I mean, some people date the holy way.
I think I see your ignorance coming out.
Some people date the holy way.
I've had.
What do you do when you date a woman?
Yeah, like I mean, ain't nothing.
I waxed that ass.
I lost my virginity to a woman, so that I had to do that.
That part.
I lost my child. We had a miscarriage and everything. I was supposed to be a dad currently.
That part.
Right. Yeah, the only reason why I stopped dating women, and truth be told, is because I can't put my hands on them. I won't ever put my hands on them. I'll fight a nigga any day. I just want
You know what? We're gonna talk about that because they always say the homosexual relationships are the most violent.
They are. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why to come back on what she said. The reason why I feel like it's the most violence.
And I don't want to jump around because y'all giving so much.
You
right now.
asked the question.
But you said I got to ask because I don't want to forget. But go ahead, we gonna wrap it up.
Well, go back to the Denisha point, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of men are enabled by women, and I'm gonna say it start with their mammy first.
Mm-hmm.
Their mamas enable them. All right, a lot of men grow up in households where their mama ain't putting pressure on them, or their dads, or I'm not gonna say just single family home, but parents in general. But mothers are enabled to men children, to a man child, and most mothers are very enabling to the man child. My mama wasn't that. That motherfucker told me get my ass out, figure it out. But if you've been pacified your entire lifetime,
Come on.
it flows into your adulthood. So when most men come out try to meet women, they try to find people that treat them like their mama do.
Right.
And that's the reason why they act the way they do.
Or treat them like their mother didn't do.
Right.
Because they got mommy issues.
But then on top of that, you got desperate ass women who will just deal with any motherfucking thing because they don't want to be alone.
Preach.
So it's a two-way street. You got childhood traumatic ass shit, then you got current traumatic ass shit that flows both ways. A lot of women don't want to be alone. It's statistics. A lot of black women don't want to be alone because statistically black men don't fuck with black women. I'm not being funny. They just don't. I don't know why. Or they fuck on them. Or the statistic says that a black woman is going to be a single parent by a certain age. These are all statistics that I say out of my mouth, factual, but this is what people, the white men, look at us as.
This is true.
As a community.
This is true.
And truth be told, y'all motherfuckers have been living up to this shit since y'all hoes was born. All y'all niggas and men. So I feel like most men are pacified by women, by their spouse.
Most black men
or men in general. Most black men.
Yeah, they doing it all to. But I think it's just to weaken men.
All, but I feel like most black men are pacified by their mama and their significant.
Excuse me, let me interject for just a moment. Let's go back to what you said, J-Lab. I mean,
J-Lab. Okay, that's
and I hope y'all do know.
I could be J-Lab.
And I hope you do know Denisha really is my god sister in real life.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, so she know a lot of personal
brother.
shit.
Listen. I love you. Right. I love you, but the streets just know me as Nisha Major, owner, operator, Major Flavors.
All that Nisha to y'all.
Yes, thank you so much, Nisha Major. Y'all tune in and find out Major Flavors.
She know a lot of personal shit.
Right. But let's back up before then. Seriously, let's go back to the point that you said. Can you repeat what you said when Chris was talking?
Yes, you didn't know. Y'all were talking about the homosexual relationship being the most violent relationship.
No. I'm talking about just now. You made a statement. I'm sorry.
What?
His sidebar made me kind of fade away. You said that men are pacified, right? Mm-hmm. So at what point does it end or begin? Like, do we need to get the mothers together? Do we need to get ourselves together as current black women in America and understand that we're not our children's friend? Exactly. Because we're not our children's friend. You need to understand that a man, first of all, when a boy grows into a man then becomes responsible for not only himself in the world, but he's also accountable for his sins with the Lord. Whoever that might be for you, God, Allah, Yahweh, whoever it may be for you, he's accountable for his sins and how he conducts himself. That's first of all. Second of all, he's then responsible for his spouse, any children he procreates in this world, and what you put in this man is going to come out tenfold, because even if you don't feel like he reveals it to you through his own actions, his children.
But shouldn't we stop the women for raising the children without the men?
Go back to what you said.
Well,
you said it right. Should you not stop the women from raising men? And you're correct.
Yeah. But at the same time, when do the men take accountability for wanting to raise the children? Because it's not just a woman. You cannot damage a woman to nothing to feel like she can't have her own brain, to feel like she can't even function because you're breaking her down, because you want to destroy her, because you're doing so many toxic things to her, and then feel like she can take you on and the child on. Because in so many situations that I've seen way too many times, a woman has to literally remove fathers because the fathers will turn them into nothing. And yes, it's mind over matter, but
what you said? What you said?
Hold on.
The father would say what?
It's too many situations where it's baby mamas and baby daddies, right? And when you have these baby mamas and these baby daddies, a lot of baby daddies are destroying the black woman.
So no.
Let me interject.
The baby daddy ain't got nothing to do with destroying no black woman.
I'm just giving y'all what I know that's factual.
Okay, Master Fluff got something to say.
Hey, yeah.
Funkmaster Fluff. Come on. I'm finna drop some jewels here. So,
Okay.
first things first is, what is a man? A man is a person, typically of the male species, that can
Mhm.
stand on his own 2 feet, 10 toes down about whatever he got going on.
That's a
Okay.
street code of a man. That's not what a man is.
Yes, I agree.
No,
I agree.
I don't agree with that.
Tell me
I agree
deeper.
with what you're saying as far as character. Those are characteristics, but I don't think that's what a man is.
I need you to expand on what's a man's foundation, not
So,
characteristics.
let him
that he's
finish.
supposed to be.
You
caught
ask-
by
I'm
that.
with you.
We
He
gonna let
right.
him
He
finish.
ain't wrong, but
Well,
I
I'm
think that's
sorry.
everything.
I just wanted him to specify because people are confused these days. And if we're here, we're gonna do this. Let's educate these people because they deserve to be educated. Because I'm tired of this shit. Like,
Okay, Nisha,
seriously.
let him
You
talk.
gotta breathe.
That whole talk 5 sentences in one breath.
Yeah. let him say what a man is, and we're gonna let Chris say
So-
what a man is.
When I say a man stand on his own 10 toes down about whatever, knows how to handle his business, knows how to handle his emotions,
Okay.
knows how to take care of himself and the
somebody.
people that are around him. Not only a protector, but a provider and a point of intelligence or wisdom.
Contact. So he's a leader.
Typically, most
Supposed to be, but that's what I'm going with. I
that's
agree with you.
the framework.
Right.
So
Well, it should be the framework.
that should be the framework.
Exactly.
Right? Now, taking this back to where we got off track with the baby daddy, baby mama situation.
That
Okay.
touched your spirit a little bit.
Hmm?
I felt that in your soul. You said, "Hold on."
Because of the simple fact that, right or wrong or indifferent, you know the person that you lay down with before you procreate.
But do you though?
Mm-mm.
Because
Now,
unfortunately,
hold on, Nisha. Hold on.
Sorry.
I want to
Go
inject in
ahead.
that situation.
Go ahead. Educate them.
I feel like people show you parts of them before you get to a very intimate space. So you only know a fraction. My grandma always told me you don't know a person until you live with them and be with them for a little while.
You better say
And
that.
for
thing.
some of y'all are short term. I let it like this. Some people correlate love to sexual intercourses or sexual experiences.
Okay.
So when you meet somebody and you feel like, oh, I like this person, that comes from a place of infatuation or the puppy dog stage, right? So you start liking the characteristics and the physical traits of the person first before you get to the subconscious place of that person, right? So once you start dating them and you start seeing them, they can show you whatever they want to show you up front. It's a facade until it becomes a reality.
Right.
When the reality sets in is for most women and for most men is when they start to procreate.
Exactly.
When you start to procreate, you start having a child, then those insecurities and the damage parts comes out. And for some men, truly cannot accept the fact that I'm about to have a child. So the insecure part says, I don't want it. But for the woman, it's like, I do want it. And for some women, what men don't understand is that we will never understand is the psychological chemical imbalances that come along with women having children and childbearing in general. We will never understand it because we don't have kids.
Right.
So a man doesn't know until that woman becomes pregnant, and now there's things he has no choice but to deal with until he removes himself from that space, and that comes with what the changes that come along with having that child.
Right.
So you know who you lay down with, and if a person shows you truly who they are up front, I can say honestly, then you say, yes, I won't fuck this person. But for some situations, it's not always like that. Sometimes it's
most situations it's not like that.
It's just that they
Most.
give you what they want up front, and then on the back end when things start to change, then you start seeing who they really are.
So
Exactly.
is Steve Harvey correct in his 90-day rule? How long can a person actually put on before they show their real colors?
I feel like it depends on the motive. So
Ooh,
in that,
that was
I
right
agree
there.
with
That was
Steve
deep.
Harvey. 90 days.
Steve Harvey's not wrong.
No,
that
no.
90-day rule is right, but it depends on
90-day rule,
it depends
right.
on that
But
motive.
even still, some people are so determined that they will get past the 90 days. I've
No
seen
lie.
it. Some people
You
are
guys-
so determined for
But
people.
I think the 90-day rule gonna work perfect for women because
most-
women can't hide
women.
who they is
So
for no 90 days.
Here's the thing.
But men, we got who we is forever.
So taking Steve Harvey's 90-day rule, I took that to heart when I was dating. Like
Mm.
after 30 days, we sitting down and talking about what it is, how we moving forward, how we progressing. If we still like each other, great. If we don't, then cool. We're not wasting each other's time.
What's up, Chris Jones?
But I really
Hey,
feel
Chris.
personally like
Hey, Wendy.
during that 90-day period, that person shows you flashes of who they really are.
Right.
And then we see the red flags, but we ignore the red
that
flags
goes
because
back,
of the
but
infatuation.
that goes back to what I said. Over time, you start to recognize those things.
Mhm.
And I think what we consider red flags sometimes, and just honestly from my experiences, those red flags are trauma responses.
Mhm.
Because we see, let's say for instance, Nisha dated a guy, right, and this guy really hurt her really bad, and y'all started to date. She would start looking for everything that he did to her in you, and that means she starts to correlate those red flags into you, and you might be giving her that red flag.
Right.
Those are trauma responses.
Right.
I learned it in therapy.
Right.
So the 90-day rule, I agree with you. It does apply, and in 90 days, you can probably find out who a person really is. But still, at the same time, back to what you were saying, sometimes people, it depends on their motive.
True.
They may not show you in 90 days who they are. They may show you a year later after y'all done been through everything. You think it's all good, and then boom, next thing you know, he's beating the fuck out you. Or they beat you.
Lord, listen. I ain't even trying to be funny. I respect Steve Harvey. I agree on so many different things, and I commend anybody that can follow him and gain a sense of regimen and progress because of it. But on some real talk, just in our Black community, because I'm not any other race but Black. There are too many situations where, unfortunately, not only men, but also women can hide it for more than 90 days. I can't lie to you. I'm a Libra. Y'all know Libras? They call us lying ass Libras, but I ain't no liar. But what I can say is I definitely have been a person that can juggle back and forth between being like two people. Like, honestly, I know this for my own self. And then just thinking about my own personal experiences and very close experiences, to me, I've seen a man be one way for 3-4 years, and then literally it's like a person woke up and they're just a different person. And now you're stuck in this rut and in this situation, and you got these lives involved. And it's like, what the fuck do I do? Because I thought I was dealing with one person, but the whole time this is another person. They wearing a mask. You know how crazy that is?
Tell me show me who you are. Then show me your friends, and I'll tell you who you are.
I mean, they say birds of a feather flock together, but at the same time, unfortunately, with our Black community, as ignorant as we are in some degrees, especially in our 20s, man, I commend anybody in their 20s. You know what? Because unfortunately, you think you got to know everything. You live in this life.
Mm-hmm.
You feeling pressure to feel grown, to feel like you got to have all this, to have all these experiences because of how life make you feel. But you just so lost in the sauce. You always finding yourself. You're always regrowing, revamping, and then you get into these love battles and situations and these kids, and it just becomes a unfortunate case, and more cases than less.
So let's pivot back to the second of your two questions.
Okay.
What do you classify as a overly emotional man?
Bitch assness. You paraphrase it how do you like, but I'm gonna tell y'all from my heart.
Well, I don't think overly emotional.
Bitch assness, tender dickness. When does it start?
So
when does it
hold on. So clarify, because you just said bitch assness, you just said tender dickness. What
I
is
think
that?
those are one and the same.
For me, it's one and the same.
So
a bitch ass nigga is this, or a tender dick is this. I can only give you an example of what I mean.
Come on.
So what I'm saying is, if I'm a woman and I'm in the house and we're together and I'm cooking and I'm cleaning and I'm working and I'm being the backbone for you or your piece, so to say, and you are a man that's not able to keep a job consecutively, but you want to complain.
You shouldn't even be talking to a nigga who can't keep a job consecutively.
Hold on, let him finish.
A
brother who was once an entrepreneur and was that nigga and then fell off, and then he feel like he don't got to go back to a job.
But I'm just saying, as a
entrepreneur.
woman, whatever a man should do shouldn't affect you. Because you should be so tight with your shit, especially if you're a single mother.
Okay, so you're absolutely correct.
Hold on.
Women
let her finish her
we're
example.
We're dealing with women that are already damaged from other Black men, and then we're dealing with women who are finding themselves and becoming comfortable with who they are, and the fact that they have to carry weight. Because mind you, now women are dying out faster because we're having to do more manly jobs, right? So
how can I see the comments in this section?
To your example.
Oh, they did.
My example is the fact that
coming in on YouTube and Facebook.
We are doing what we're supposed to do as women. We're taking care of the household. We're taking care of the foundation. We're being the peace, right? We're being the peace and the prayer. And then we got a man that's steady coming to us, want to watch our every move, don't believe we doing what we say we doing, want to nag us, want to take us up and through it. Will watch us get up every day and go to the job.
We got hold on, Nisha. We got a statement. Somebody says gay people always trying to call someone ignorant. You got to relax. That was a legit question when Doug asked if he was smashing girls when he used to date them. I think.
Thank you, Elijah. I thought I was asking a legit question.
I think y'all don't understand that I actually have a personal issue with this guy right here next to me. So
I think he got to learn how to speak sarcasm, dog.
Yeah,
for
I
real.
think so. Like, I think it's not like he ain't ignorant. It was a joke, truth be told.
Come on.
But that right there is a generalized statement to a generalized group. The same question I could say is, why the fuck does heterosexual men always have a comment on gay people shit? Mind your place. People alone. Here's my thing: mind your place and your tax brackets. I'm not one of them.
Come on.
And I still speak respectfully. He ain't ignorant, but it was a joking comment. But that right there is a generalized statement to a generalized.
But
group
I'm
of people.
surprised about that though, Chris. So you actually got some vagina and you said, "Fuck it, it's not for me."
I think a lot of men feel like vagina supposed to change somebody. It's some bad pussy in the world. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's some bad pussy in the world. I ain't gonna lie.
Hold on, wait. So
Listen,
as the only pussy on this set right now, classify what is bad pussy.
Well,
Let's talk about it.
let's say the
But now I'm saying, would you still have sex with a woman right now?
probably not.
No.
Nah,
you seen a bad. Do you still see a bitch and be like, "Yo, this is a bad one"?
No, get me wrong. I've been around a lot of bad women because I'm around them all the time. But but I think it comes down to when you realize, and this goes to anybody, who you truly are as an individual. Like you have a lot of men that sleep with women and still sleep with men.
And do.
Oh my
that's facts.
That's facts.
I can tell you right now, no, I'm
You ain't
not.
lying.
I wouldn't say the physical attraction to women is not there. I do find some women beautiful, but as far as reality go, I don't really have a desire for that. And that's just respect. I wasn't playing with it. Not that I haven't had a lot of people throw themselves at me, but it's just not something that I'm
so you do have women when you doing the church class, they be trying to come on to you?
I have plenty of women.
Hey, man.
Trying to come on to you?
Yeah.
You serious?
Yes. I had this one lady tell me, I still skate. I had this one lady tell me at the skate rink, she was like, she's like, why are you gay? I was like, I don't know. She was like, you must have had some bad pussy. She's like, let me da-da-da-da. I'm like, man.
Which brings me back to my question that I'll reiterate. What is classified as bad pussy?
No, we didn't. That's not a general
What is bad pussy?
Hold on,
you want to know
I
what bad pussy is? I
want to respond to that. That wasn't generalized to men. That was generalized as a statistic. I said these were statistics, but they're not real.
We talking about demonized.
Right. I said these are statistics. Your followers almost don't listen to something like that. You can't be listening.
They from YouTube.
Gotta be.
And he got an Android photo as a profile picture.
But it's niggas like that. It's niggas like that love to be demonized, the victims, just so they can respond out of ignorance.
Hey,
I never said it was every.
Always want to be the victim. You probably a tender dick nigga. You probably the nigga I'm talking to tonight.
I never said it was every man. I said
respectfully, but seriously.
Statistically, what?
I said these are statistics of what I said of how people look at black men.
America. That's
what I just said. That's the very first thing I said. I never said this is how black men are. I said these are statistics on what people look at black men or black America as. Just like they demonize black women and say automatically they're angry when they have a response.
Exactly.
Every black woman's not angry.
Right. Or every black woman's crazy or deranged because they're reacting to a reaction. Okay.
See, but the thing is, you gotta acknowledge people that have iPhone pictures. He got an Android picture as his profile.
Facts. Let's keep on going.
You gotta get your weight up.
That's my guy, John Logic.
Shout out John Logic.
John, it's no harm. We just being honest,
iPhone.
okay? We just being real.
But I'm gonna answer your question about what's bad vagina.
Yes, I want to know. I want to hear from Macaroni Tony because you went and got a wife, so clearly she must be clenching something. So I need to know what's going on. What's bad pussy? Let's know.
Yeah, tell me
I
what's
don't.
bad kitty cat.
No, I want to know. I can't wait to hear your response.
Question.
Tell me. I need to know what's bad pussy. Is bad pussy stank pussy? Is it too deep pussy? Is it too wet pussy?
I think when someone I've heard some men say bad cat, but I think it comes down to how a person take care of themselves.
Come on.
So have you ever had bad pussy?
I would say yeah, because the very first girl I lost my virginity, she gave me the clap. So I was that fucked me up.
Damn.
And I lost my virginity. So after that kind of scared me.
How you get the clap?
Oh,
nigga, I don't know. Shit, I was 18 years old.
Clap.
The clapper.
This man said also, I'm no statistic if you want to know. Sir, if you're this is what I'm saying. If this nigga is going to inject himself in a situation, make sure you know it's not about you. Statistics are generalized to a certain type of group of people, but we're not saying that it's you. So we didn't ask for your life story.
Go ahead. When you volunteer that you think it's you, we think it's you because you said it's you because nobody's saying it's you. What we're saying is you're tiptoeing around these boundaries. That's
this nigga he want to be acknowledged so bad. I'm trying to give him some play right now to talk about it.
John Logic and friends.
I wish
y'all check my boy out on YouTube.
That was a conversation. No, what it is I'm gonna call it how it is. You found a reason to use a group of people and demonize that group to say every gay person feel like this, every gay person feel like nothing. But see, most of you niggas do that anyway.
Hey man, Hit dog gonna holler if the shoe fit.
Come on, man. These niggas be weird
if the shirt fit.
I
No,
like
It's
it
gonna
though.
be too tight around your arms.
No, I'm surprised though. I'm surprised of that, Chris. That's
No, it's,
surprising.
bro, it's okay.
But hold on, wait a
You
minute.
met me in high school, bro. We've known since ninth grade.
Mhm.
But can we
we
back
walked
up?
all 4 years. A lot of people don't know a lot of shit.
Go ahead.
Can we back up
Mhm.
again? What is bad pussy?
Well, I
Oh,
don't
I
know.
can't
y'all
really-
Y'all gotta tell me. 'Cause
I
I'm not
mean,
familiar
it
with
just
What is the bad? Did you ever have bad cock before you had your
bad
boy?
pussy is not new pussy. I would say.
See what I will say is
Bad pussy is not new pussy. Hold on, wait a minute. Can we
What
get you to
mean,
expand on
what
that
you-
for me?
what's-
Go ahead
what's
and
new
Do your
pussy?
thing.
go
I'm
ahead and
confused.
talk about that for me, my
I'm
brother.
gonna leave the heat on J Dub on this
Yeah,
one.
go ahead and talk about that for
New
me, my brother.
vagina always gonna get you more turned up than that same old. Same
Okay,
old.
so if you got a girlfriend, her coochie like medium tight, it's grabbing you like normal, you know that's your pussy because it ain't curving it's curving that dick. Then boom, you go out and fuck little Stephanie. Now little Stephanie might be 30 times wetter, but maybe she looser. Is that bad pussy? What's good and bad pussy? And just because it's new pussy don't mean it's better pussy. It's just a new excitement. It stimulated you at that time.
That's what I mean.
So
I got that
when,
stimulation.
but when you hit it, does it become bad pussy? Is it relevant pussy? Let me know what is
it
the
don't really
definition
matter if
of
I'm
bad
not gonna
pussy?
keep her
Help us,
around.
man.
If
So-
I enjoy myself for that night, it don't matter if I'm gonna keep her
So
around.
you ain't never fucked a girl and had amazing sex. I'm talking about the kind of sex you damn near was like, bitch, I damn near put my soul in
Who
this
was that
pussy,
man right there?
and then left her
Somebody
and never
got
talked
y'all
to her
like, what
again.
he say?
You
He
ain't.
say they are checking.
He said
you
they
out
said
on
they are
YouTube.
checking me out on YouTube. You on J Doug and our channel right now. That's dope. I'm glad I'm on y'all channel because I'm blessing
Appreciate
you with
it.
some shit.
Thank
Because
you.
guess what? I'm gonna say this respectfully. Now that your channel or mine is paying me, and I can assure you, I'm in a whole different category than what you think I am, sir. I'm not one of these regular ass faggots out here. Can I say that?
Hey,
Oh damn! No,
yesterday's
I
price
can't
and
say
today's
it.
price.
Period.
But
And
why
he a
y'all
regular
say
faggot.
that?
Y'all better Google
Is
my.
that offensive or not?
That's just like a woman calling each other bitches as a term
Oh,
of
okay,
endearment.
okay.
Like that. I'm not one of those punks, so I think you need to
So-
go.
I respect that though. That makes
I
sense
think
to
you need to
me.
go ahead and research who the fuck I am before you speak on me.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
you don't know who the
CJ
fuck I am.
Lewis, he the real deal, man. CJ is at the top of the.
Shit, you better. Matter of fact,
CJ probably gonna blow
if
us up
if
for
I
real.
share your shit, nigga, I can assure you I'll bring you what you're looking for.
Right. That part. Get them.
Mm.
Read them
man.
that tea, baby. Period.
I ain't one of them.
watch the hookah. You don't want to burn yourself.
No, that shit
Mm.
dead. But no, for real, I
Thank
don't
you,
know.
Tony.
I
You
don't know
always
what.
looking
I
out
don't
for
know
me, my
what
brother.
bad cat is. But I will tell you, I had a bad experience which scarred the fuck out of me. That actually
No,
scared me.
fuck that. What is
Mm.
bad pussy?
I don't know.
So-
Give me your
so
definition.
here's the
Tony
thing.
hit me. Did you have
That's
bad
them.
pussy
Here's-
before you got
here's the
married?
thing.
I
Here's
need
the
to
thing.
know what's
Nah, I
bad
don't think I ever
pussy.
had no bad.
What is
pussy,
bad
though.
pussy?
I'm gonna
He's
tell
decent.
you.
Is it
if-
non-gripping pussy? Is
Hold
it
on,
stank pussy? I need to know.
ma'am, breathe.
Yeah,
Just
some
breathe.
of
I
us
want to
breathe.
know too. Shit.
So, in my experience,
Oh, Logic,
in
y'all
these
cut it out,
streets.
man. What y'all
yeah, we don't know
doing
who you are,
tonight,
sir.
man?
I can assure you that.
Logic and this guy. Y'all
And we
trying
can
to
go
have
all
a,
day. I can
Hey,
assure you.
man.
I
y'all
ain't never
trying
heard
to
a
have a
motherfucking thing
clap
about you.
war.
hey
I
man,
mean, he in the comment section. I'm on live
hey
right now.
man,
You
it's
trying to
That
have
crazy.
a
man,
clap war.
mad and bitter. But go take care of your wife and your child.
Oh,
And
damn.
something about me.
Keep doing your thing as a man.
Keep doing your
Logic.
thing.
Keep
There you
doing your
go.
thing.
Perfect.
But if I've ever been involved in an intimate setting like that, I've never had it because of the simple fact that you can work the situation out to where it actually works out for both parties.
Well,
Can you
can
elaborate
turn
and
some-
take all the
explain
cute?
Oh, so you
take all
trying
the
to say
cute
you
shit
can
away
turn some
and say
bad
some real
pussy
nigga
into
shit.
good pussy?
Take
Yes.
all the cute shit away. I
But
want to hear.
wait. I got a
the
question.
summary.
But what? I guess I want to know like what defines it as being bad and good because I don't know the difference.
I've never defined. How
come you've
it's-
never
That's
defined?
It's just
Mm.
it's an experience.
Okay, so you've never had any less unpleasurable experience?
All my experiences have been A1 because I'm involved. You got to pay attention to the person's body language.
Drops mic.
You got to pay attention to the
But
person's
wait,
body
hold,
language.
we're not answering the question. What do you consider as bad vagina?
I answered the question.
People, please comment. Please tell me what is the definition of bad pussy? Because
I
I can tell
answered
you
the
what
question.
definition
I
of
said
bad dick
I've
is.
never had it.
I know what bad dick is. Would y'all like to
Yeah,
know?
I never.
Would
Yeah,
you
go
actually
ahead.
like to know what the true
We already
definition of bad dick is?
know.
Okay,
You
so
came
this
too
is bad dick.
fast. If
Bad
you bad
dick.
dick, you come too fast.
Bad dick is two things, in my opinion. Bad dick is, first of all,
This nigga got.
passion.
Hold on, wait. Can I just say something? This nigga got 54.
Don't do it. Don't do
What?
it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, they
That-
gonna look you
that-
up,
that-
Logic.
Nigga, this nigga got.
Oh, Logic
54
finna come
subscribers.
in.
Who the fuck are you?
He's on
Logic, Logic done
He's on
tapped
my-
in.
Logic finna tap
Oh,
in.
Logic done ran. Oh, you done ran. You done put us
but
on
we're,
the
but
ran.
we're here to answer these comments, so I'm glad that you're speaking because I can't see them over there. But as long as the people I can see those, I'm here to respond. I'm being professional
Listen,
and still responding to your comments, sir. I'm
We
not
just
going to
having,
do
we
anything.
just doing our thing over
What
here.
he
But I just want you to know, sir, I see every 54 subscribers you got, every 16 videos, and you ain't hitting no shit, my dude. But make sure you go ahead and look up Caesar the Trainer on all platforms. You can Google me, sir. I can assure you I'm not in your category.
Or you can check us out at Sippin's World September 17th.
Down, there you
Period.
go.
With my boy live in the building.
Hey,
And you can see
I was
why
so
he is
curious.
CJ
I
the
had
Trainer.
to go find this man. This man said,
Oh,
"Well,
damn.
I had to go
Somebody had
find
to
him,
go
bro."
find this man.
That's funny.
Why you let Logic touch your
Say why
soul,
no.
He did,
man?
bro. How
I've
much
been
I
back to him a
touched
couple
his
times.
back?
He's a nice
Shit.
person.
Oh,
Hey, you know,
damn.
I'm gonna do you a favor, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and post your YouTube channel on my page to help you out. Let me help you get some subscribers real
You know,
quick.
that's so very sweet of you.
I am.
Because
I'm
if he
not
get to
bitter.
check
You
off that
post
one
my
day, he got to
YouTube
come back
channel
and thank you
too?
for that.
I'll
Hey.
post yours too. I already shared it. No, I ain't bitter about that.
Hey,
Bro,
said-
you have no idea what you're talking about.
Ooh.
Unless-
So what is it logic that we don't know? Because
Please,
we're
yeah,
just looking
explain
at
to me.
what's online. We're not like assuming anything.
Hold on, wait.
We're just looking at what's online.
I'm finna do a Google
Like, no
search.
disrespect
Hold on, wait,
intended.
sister. I'm finna go and do a Google search real quick and see if I can find it.
Sheesh.
Okay,
Hey,
but
man.
listen, y'all.
And then I'm gonna Google myself and I'm gonna see if I find me.
Okay, so listen, back to what I'm trying to tell y'all, which is the honest God truth from a woman
Come on.
that enjoys sexual experiences with a man. Bad dick is number one, lack of passion. Lack of passion. If you suck a bitch titties and whisper in her ear, it literally can make the difference between busting a nut and not busting a nut. The second thing is the fact of the attentiveness of the pussy. Pussy is very fragile. It's very, very gentle. It's very precious. It's almost like a newborn child. Very tender, very loving. So
to who?
to the person to the
Sound
person
like
that
to
should
you.
be fucking it. The person that should be fucking it, they should have this type of recognition in their head. Is this how you feel about your wife when you fuck her pussy?
Hey, man.
I'm okay, so
Go ahead.
Is this who talking about? A nigga with no neck and a
no,
Oh,
we're not
damn,
gonna
they
do that.
coming
We're not
at
gonna
you,
do that.
Logic.
Hey.
Oh, damn.
We're not gonna do
We
that,
talking
okay?
about that?
No, we're gonna keep it classy.
We're not
gotta
gonna
keep it
fire your
classy,
ass
'cause
up, Logic.
We got real platforms, so we're gonna keep it classy.
You said you really want to.
J Logic, you look like you a manly man or
Ain't nobody,
whatever.
sir.
But I'm just saying, like, some of your comments, again, you need to understand
sound-
that we're
it-
just
he
talking
sound-
about in
it
general
sound like he's-
statistics.
it sound
We're
like
not
he's-
targeting
he's
you as a
taking it
man. Nobody's
personal,
attacking
like, it's-
you.
there's
Nobody's
another
coming for
person
you
here.
as a man.
But what did
What
this
we're
beef
just
with
talking
you
about
when
is what we
Logic start
experience.
though?
It
I
start-
think
I
Logic
forgot
got
now.
mad when
It
you
started
said what
with
you
the
said
with the
about your
ignorant
question.
comment.
That's why I say he gonna be ignorant.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
When you was
okay,
joking, man, like,
oh, when I said
hey.
how he was,
Yeah.
man, some women.
And now you won't fuck
Oh.
with women. You got all the
I
feelings.
had to
But
go.
Logic is no need to feel
I
like
had
that,
to go
brother.
find
We
him.
all
Logic
we
got
all
a
trying
father
to be
time
better.
beard, bro.
Oh damn, they getting on you,
Logic,
Logic.
you too
Hey,
old
you
for
got
this.
you got Father of the Year, sir. We
Hey,
gonna be Father of the Year.
Man, you got on a suit jacket with some polka dot shorts,
Man,
bro.
fucker, let me
Wait,
stop
hold
playing,
on.
bro.
Let me shut up. We're
Hey.
not doing that. We're not
Man.
doing that on here. Okay,
Hey,
we.
I just want you to know I am a comedian, so this is what I do for a living.
And I'm a professional shit talker.
Hey, man, but
Feel
back
free to
to
crack
back
your
to what
jokes.
you saying.
Yeah, better what you
Yeah,
said
We're not
about
even
bad
trying to
dick.
rank on you, Logic. So anyway, so when you don't take care of a pussy,
can't
that
rank on
means
him.
you're not making sure that pussy's wet
I'm
consecutively.
still
Because guess what?
researching.
After pounding in the pussy for a little while, if you're not doing anything to stimulate a woman, that pussy might
How
get
long you
dry.
got to pound some pussy in? What's the
You
time limit?
see, and that's what it's all about. If a man has enough passion, you don't have to pound the pussy for hours. You could
So
be that pussy for 30 minutes, but because you was
30 minutes.
sucking on her
That's
see,
20
so,
minutes, I was trying to make it sound better.
Nigga
But
ain't finna
15
be up in
minutes.
No pussy.
But no.
So-
Also, if a man is that, if a man is that
max
attracted,
10 minutes.
he'll hold that dick. He'll pull that dick out and eat pussy for 15, 20 minutes just because he want to make sure she be satisfied. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
depends
that's once
on
or
the amount
twice
of
a year.
passion. No.
Hey.
That's on the brother.
what
That's
I
on the
will
brother you're
what
dealing
I
with.
will say is, as men, we should know where our climax point is and how to hit the reset button.
Yeah.
So, and if you're having relations or intimacy, that's when you do that. If you just trying to get a nut off, then it's another thing. But
Right.
Well, it
Hey.
just depends. To me, it depends on how you represent your sex. It's some people out here that might be, just fling fuckers. But one thing about it, they take pride in their fling fucking, and every motherfucker they're fucking
You said
gets the
you call it
ultimate
what
dick
now, sis? You
experience.
said fling fucking.
Fling fuckers. Fling fuckers is when you have unlimited one night stands. But guess what? It's some fling fuckers out here that are carrying their dick with pride. And every bitch they fuck, they want to make that bitch feel like they want to have their baby. You feel me? It's about you as a man. You know what they used to tell you in school? Don't bullshit on this test, because you taking this test, it still means something. Somebody still got to see it somewhere. That's your dick. Somebody
Hey,
still you
I'ma
got
tell
to
you.
represent.
I'm gonna tell you,
Okay.
I Christmas treat the first FCAT.
See?
Damn.
I ain't getting no fucks about
So
that
that leads me to believe he's
First
not
off-
always trying to make sure
Hold on.
his make sure is okay.
Hold on.
selfish.
Hold on.
Bad
Let me-
dick. Bad dick tendencies.
Hold on.
Right here.
I'ma tell you.
Mm.
I'm gonna tell you. I ain't never had that comment, but it's cool.
Just because
Ooh.
they didn't tell you don't mean it didn't exist, my brother. I'm
Hey.
here to let you know. We call our homegirls, we call our sisters, cousins. Okay.
So what if you got
We
a
talk
big
about
one and it's not good? Is that fine?
No, because just because it's a big dick, that just make my pussy wider. Like the fuck, I don't necessarily want my pussy
Oh,
wider.
so
like
you don't want to be on.
I mean, it can be wide. Don't get me wrong.
I
Wide
take-
is
I take
great,
a
but at
page
the
from
same
Kevin-
time, can I
Kevin
nut?
Gates.
Can I orgasm? Can my body feel like, God damn, everything in the world makes sense? Even if I get it for 5
Convulsions.
minutes and I'm still mad about my bills, does everything make sense right here in this moment? Is my body tingling? And am I?
So let me
ready
ask
to
you a
take
question.
nap?
Do you think bigger means better?
No, because on God, the first nut I ever bust, this nigga dick was smaller than my favoriteest dick right now in the world. This nigga dick was smaller than this dick. But one thing about it, this little dick was stroking. This little dick was hitting like a motherfucking park, okay? I thought I was at Disneyland. That dick was so
Lord, that's
good.
funny.
I blacked out. I woke up. I was like, "Why you still fucking me? I peed on myself."
Oh,
So-
damn. Oh,
So
damn.
it doesn't necessarily have to be bigger. It's about
God damn.
Ah!
it's about the passion
Oh,
and the
J-Dog.
intimacy. Okay, if you
Oh
can
my
create
God.
passion, it's about mind fucking. Mind fucking has a lot to do with it. If you can
But
explode
it's,
a woman
that
mentally,
starts
you can
before
explode
you
physically.
even get naked.
No, it doesn't. It can start
What?
literally when you start sucking her titties. The way you clap her clips
Hold
with
on.
your tongue. It can start from the way you opened up her booty cheeks
Did-
and spit in her booty hole. You know what I'm saying? The way you
Oh,
sucked her
damn.
toes.
Spit in the booty.
I'm about
Damn.
to check out this
So-
one. This is funny.
Oh, damn.
So-
Nisha, you is nasty.
So
No, I'm just saying what happens in
God
life with
damn.
people
the
in
the,
sex.
the mental intimacy
Mhm.
can make the physical intimacy that much
This
more.
is true. This is true.
That's what I was saying.
That is true, but it doesn't necessarily have to start before because
Hey.
depending on your sexual appetite, it could start soon as you get me in
Hey,
the
man.
bedroom. I'm just saying.
I take a page from Kevin Gates. I'm a Dixman.
You a what?
A Dixman.
What? Break that down for me. Elaborate.
You have a swordsman.
Mhm.
Like a,
You have a gunsman.
Mhm.
You have a Dixman.
But you just said that you was one of them niggas at Christmas tree, the tree on the test.
We're
I'm trying
talking
to
about the
figure out-
F cat.
But I'm just saying, even if you have the mind frame that you want to get through shit quickly, how do we know you?
Well,
are who
given
you
that
say you are?
description that she gave a good dick, Ian, please come back with something
I gotta wait for the next
Oh.
subject. 'Cause,
on good pussy, please. Can we get a good description of what
Yeah.
good pussy is
What
now?
is good
Because she done
pussy?
broke good dick down to a T,
To the science.
to
For
the
anybody-
science.
For anybody who's out here confused, that's what good dick
She's
is.
a dick spurt. Can we
No, I
get
can't.
a?
That's what said a dick spurt.
Can we
Wait a
get?
minute, bro.
Can we
I
get
can't
a?
stand you.
Can we
That
get
nigga
something
said
from
a
the
dick
pussy
spurt.
spurt?
Bitch, I'm busy.
If that's you, that's not you, Ian.
Hey,
then you
man.
can pass it to
Well,
me.
Jada,
Hey.
you look like on the
I
low, you might be a pussy spurt.
Hey, I'm
I
gonna
mean,
leave
I-
that. I'm gonna leave that to you because I can
'Cause
only
he's
speak. I can,
married.
I can only speak on one.
So he found the beehive of the pussy perk.
Now
So
I
that's- he
would
don't wanna let y'all know the
say
secrets.
good pussy
Hey.
is tight throughout.
So you ain't never had no somewhat loose good pussy that gripped you but didn't choke you but was good as the fuck, made you want to come home
I
that night.
won't grip the whole time I'm in the pussy. I don't want grip
So
here
what if you-
and not grip
Okay,
there.
so what's your definite grip? Do you want something squeezing you like a version, or do you just mean something that's cuffing that dick enough?
I'm like Madonna, like a virgin.
So that leads me to leave. Do little dick niggas have?
Why you? Why
Good
when I say
sex.
that? You
Whoa.
gotta-
Whoa, way from
Yes.
left field.
This company
Yes.
went like 10 steps to the right.
They got the
I'm sorry.
best.
I'm sorry. Let's bring that back. Let's not go there. Okay, let's not temper. I'ma
Lord
just
Jesus.
let you set
That's
up for what
that's
you
true
working with.
though, because like you say, they got to have the passion. They got to have all that shit to really compensate. See, when we go in there with the big one, we
So-
just in there.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
No big deal.
Right.
So J Dub basically saying what you said, the female version.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, the female
Cool.
version.
Hey
Cool.
man,
I understand now. Which I'm on the same page.
Yeah.
I can only speak
Okay,
on
so
one.
what? Okay, so
We was-
So what is?
we grasped,
So what's
grasped
the bitch ass nigga?
We grasped that.
When does Tinder dick nigga start? And what's the man?
I can't remember. A
I
man
can't-
is just somebody who
No, you broke it down. What did you say? A man is a leader. A man is a man who can hold his own, be grounded within his emotions and
I
self
think the
control
foundations of a man
to be able to produce.
falls under provider leadership. Someone that has structure but has blueprints of building structure.
So that's the moral compass.
I think the moral compass of a man is that because
Okay.
men are thought as We're gonna go that way.
The foundation, the
or
basis.
should be the base and the foundation of
Exactly.
whatever it is that they decide they want to embark on, whether it's family or whatever the case may be.
So now that brings me to this question right here. So men, think
Oh,
about it.
Mr. Jaw, you can look me up on any platform. Just search CJ the Trainer. You'll find it. Matter of fact, start with Google first to give you all my links and all my accomplishments as well.
Okay, so let's start right here. So if we just recognize, we all agree that the basis of a man, the moral compass of a man, is somebody that's supposed to be a leader, a provider, be grounded and be able to lead you and have blueprints, right? So boom, when you fail a woman, because one thing about women, and two things for sure, we are the type of creatures in this world that if you give us 50, we'll give you 100. But if you give us 20, we'll give your ass 0.2. That's who we are. So when we give you a 0.2, is it right for you to be so in your feelings about what we got going on that you'll kill us, that you'll slaughter us, that you take us from our children?
He talk about bad. He said he finna look you up, CJ.
That's what you should.
This
do.
is a real question. We just had a woman on University killed maybe 2 months ago. He killed the mother of the child, the sister, and the uncle of the child. And the child now lives with the mother's mom, but she's lost all 3 of her children. Okay, so if he felt her short as a woman, he couldn't lead her into somewhere successful and productive in life, and she left him or she started fucking around, you become tender dick, you and your feelings, oh, she not fucking with me, oh, she not doing this how I want her to
does
do.
Does that
and
go back to when you say I guess it goes back to, and this is what I think. Like I told my mom the same thing. When you become an adult, the things that you implement in life, you learn as a child. You watch as a child, right? A lot of things that we mimicked or duplicated, or I would say more so replicated, came from things that we saw as we were kids. Maybe not always all the way to the T, but some of our behaviors, our reactions, they are things that we saw growing up.
But the key word was some. There's some things that I've seen in my life as a kid that I'm never going to implement in my adulthood.
But hold on, wait.
Because I don't want my adulthood to go that way.
Hold on, I wasn't done.
Okay.
But then there comes a point of maturity where then you start to become your own person. You have your own identity. So some of the things that you learn, you realize, hey, this ain't how it is. Like for example, my mom, she's a friendly antisocial. And I'm a friendly outgoing, right? That's not how I want to be, especially because I am a social influencer all the way through. I can't be antisocial when I'm working with my celebrity clients or stuff like that.
Right.
I can't be social when I'm teaching international courses or teaching my international students, especially when I'm supposed to be a person you're supposed to be, approachable to.
Right.
I just can't implement that whole, like, I know no stranger, if I can say it that way. That's the best way I can say it.
Yeah.
I don't know a stranger.
Okay.
So because I don't know a stranger, it's opened doors for many people that I've worked with, talents and things of the nature, because I'm not that person, but my mom is. Right. And, she has a short fuse. I may have a short fuse too, but I also know how to handle myself. Exactly. That came with an early age. It's me saying
everything that she went through, she instilled in you, that didn't necessarily.
Even with my dad, my dad, I know he worked his ass off until he passed away, but
rest in peace, Mr. Chris.
Thank you. But he definitely, the things that he did, some of the stuff, he was a womanizer. I couldn't be any type of nizer because that's not something that's in my spirit to do.
So do you feel like somewhat that you're a menizer nowadays?
No, I don't even like niggas like that.
Okay.
I think that in the mature starts where I'm at right now, I feel like I'm more of a pansexual, so it wouldn't matter who the fuck I deal with.
Oh, what is a pansexual? Nah, come on.
That's a universal
now
sexer. That means
now you're throwing some shit in the game. What is a pansexual?
I know the college word.
I know what a Pan-African is.
So I would say so the difference of pansexual is not definitive to you just liking a man or a woman. Anybody except for kids and animals.
Come on.
You can have a relationship or have an attraction to anyone that has an attraction to you. You're open to anybody. That's a universal, like, hey, I can date anyone.
I'm pansexual as far as personality, but not intimacy. As far as intimacy, I only.
But I feel like intimacy derives from
so
the
you would have
psychological
a relationship with a woman.
Only like
she used to be a lesbian.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, people used to lie on me and say that, but
check the Facebook page.
I've never been like a gay woman. I don't know why that was a rumor people put on me, but I've heard that I've been a lesbian a couple times.
Check Instagram page.
Definitely.
Did you hang around a bunch of studs?
No, you know how you go to a gay bar, you might get drunk, might let a bitch kiss you, feel on your ass, but that don't mean you're gay. You just having a little drunk tequila shots. College days, you feel me?
No, you was outside.
No, I was not.
Yes, you was.
I never even had sex with a woman.
Typically, when it comes to that community, they usually have like a rainbow in a situation if they're advertising.
That's currently on profiles now. We're talking about before it got that deep.
I think we all have a way, because like when I say pansexual, right? Because I've dated men, I've dated women, I've dated trans men, and I've talked to trans women.
What trans men?
So trans men are
Is
women
women that's
that
gonna
turn to
be-
men. I've talked to, as far
You
as like
talk to men that want to be women.
I've talked to both sides, right? As far as like
damn,
I've never had, I won't say I've been as far as like sexual
You
intercourse.
just don't give a fuck.
But no, but the thing was is
Bro.
I wasn't. Why are you slow, bro? I swear to God, this nigga
You
shut
just say
up.
I don't give a fuck.
But the thing was,
Hey,
the
wait
thi-
a minute. Wait, does
Hold on,
anybody
wait,
need a
wait.
shot tonight? Did anybody
No.
need a shot right
Yeah,
now?
I do.
But
need some more Hennessy.
the thing was is that the
You
thing
need some
was
more
is
dog too, don't you?
well, hold on, wait. The
Mess.
thing was is
Go
I
ahead.
wasn't closed off just because they decided to do what they want to do. I was
Yeah.
still open to learning who the person was. I may not have had sex with them because I'm not correlating sex to, meeting somebody.
Okay.
But I didn't mind having a conversation or hanging out or at least getting to know someone because they were different. If that makes
You want
sense.
Mm.
But that's not what you into, so it's not. You're not gonna understand that.
Oh, you got
Oh, that's funny though.
But you're not into that though, so I mean, it's not something that you can correlate, relate
No,
to.
I
Like I
can't
said,
get
I'm
you.
You can relate to
pansexual
that.
as far as personalities because I have an in tune spirit. I like to meet people. I like to learn
Yeah, of
experiences
any caliber.
because
And
it makes you well grounded.
I can
think it
literally
makes you
have a
appreciate life.
conversation.
So you will have a
And-
relationship with a stud. You let a stud put that scrap on you. Yes.
No. I would not let a stud put the strap on me.
Put that
I
scrap
would not
on
let a
you.
I
stud
gotta
put the
get ready
strap
to
on
do
me.
this. Y'all
But
shot
what I
out
will,
bad.
what I
Bruh.
will do is have an emotional
You
and
can
mental
have a
relationship with a stud
and right.
because I want
Mm-mm.
to have a connection and a deeper understanding for what's
A
happening.
stud gonna
Because
want to put that scrap on you though.
one thing about it,
Yeah, shut up,
experience
man.
sells. And if you can experience and relate to enough people in the world, you can become a multi-billionaire millionaire. And see, that's my whole thing right there because I was raised with customer service and I've been blessed with it. That's why my bar business has thrived and it's continued to thrive in the way it is because I provide not only wonderful cocktails, wonderful prices, customization, but I provide an experience. Not only is it a magical cocktail, but the way I give you that cocktail, the way I mix that cocktail, it's my energy.
I
It's
think
you
customer
can
talk to your
service.
ass in the
It's a
sales,
wow
'cause you
and
talk a lot.
experience. I can
Hey,
do both, baby.
Down.
hey.
Both.
At the
I'm
end of the
talented.
day,
I'm what you call well-rounded, baby. I'm a what's the word? I'm a camouflage. I can dabble in all areas.
No,
okay?
but I don't want
You
to
talking
get away
a
from
chameleon?
this though. You said
I
you
am.
can have an emotional relationship with a woman, yes? And
An
whether that 'cause
emotional.
you think you're gonna be in a relationship with a stud and she not put that scrap on you?
Okay, I'm gonna give you a
Well, you
prime
shot out
example.
bad.
No, seriously, I'm gonna give you a prime
Do
example.
you think you finna be with a stud and she not put that
Oh.
scrap
I'm
on
not
you?
getting that strap put on me. I only
Hey.
want warm dick in me.
That
Hey.
scrap
Only
probably
warm
got a
dick.
warming
They don't. They
switch
don't.
on it.
They don't. And even if it did, I don't want it. I want to feel
Mm.
the thrust and
But
pulsation of a
and you
penis.
know they got them little scraps like you said you like. You get a little
oh,
a little
I said that?
scrap. You said a little dick was the best dick you ever had.
No,
Yeah.
I
Hey.
said that was
What?
the first dick that made me come. I never said that was
Oh,
my favorite
God.
dick. My favorite dick is the anaconda.
Can we
I
get
call
off
it
of
tarantula.
dick subjects?
Mm.
Y'all have me here. I've
Yep.
just been for an hour. I'm about to get ready to go shortly. So
Yeah, we finna roll, but I
We
just
finna
wanted to
roll.
get that on record.
hey,
Nisha Major will let somebody put a scrap on her.
That's not what I
Man.
said, J Doug. That is not
shit,
what
you
I
gonna be
said.
tampering around. They're gonna strap your ass while you playing.
No, that's not what I said. What I said is I can have an emotional and
they
mental
keep
attachment to
that
a
fire on
woman
them.
that doesn't transpire into a physical relationship, but it's intimate. I've had a friend
We
that
just
literally-
told you that them homosexual relationship is the most violent. Yes.
I mean, I've never been in
Well,
that
hold on.
situation.
You
hold on,
think
hold on,
you
hold
think
on,
you
hold
finna
on,
be
no,
with
no,
a
hold on,
woman?
hold on.
Hold on.
Okay, I won't say they're the most violent. All I said was is with two men, how I feel is because and let me speak on this freely because I've dealt with this. I feel like this: if you're two men with each other, somebody or both of y'all gotta acknowledge that both of y'all are still men at the end of the day. I don't give a damn how feminine or how masculine that you are.
That's the part.
And
that
in
they get.
and in reality, people don't want to admit to it. Even heterosexual men have a form of femininity in them because you all derive from women. And at some point, you tap into it, regardless whether it's with your daughter or with your wife. There's some point of sensitivity and femininity in every type of man. But for gay men, I feel like where they get off at is men forget that they're still men, and that becomes the turning point for me because I personally can't deal with someone that's overly sensual or overly,
You don't
No,
like the
seriously, I
the
agree with you.
flamboyant men.
I like the
No.
men that just act
Why?
regular and gay.
This-
You don't
that's
have
not
to
my-
be all extra.
Yeah,
playboy.
like, you
It's
don't
not
have to be
necessary.
extra.
Why is the black community one of the only communities that when they come to being gay, over 75% of our black men want to be extra flamboyant?
But
You
hold
don't
on, wait.
have
I
to
think,
do
but
that.
but
You
no,
don't
now,
have
now hold
to.
on. To speak on that, a lot of, and I'm gonna say this true. I said this in a live. The black community condemns and hate anything that's different. If you're not following the status quo, and I said this in my live, if you ain't no drug dealer ass nigga, if you ain't playing sports, if you ain't fucking on 10 or 12 motherfucking bitches, you are not, to me, and I've heard this from some women, they don't like nice
You're
niggas.
not lying.
I'm not lying.
You're
I'm
not
a
lying.
nice
And
nigga.
black people are the first ones to demonize their own kind. You'll condemn that
Well,
gay
break
boy
it
in your
down.
family, but you protect the motherfucking pedophile that's been fucking y'all since y'all was 2.
But
Hey.
okay, so on that note, what I'm just simply saying is,
But hold on, to go back to what you're saying though. The reason why some black men, when they come out first and foremost, that over the top flamboyant stuff is a statement piece. And I'm gonna tell you why it's a statement piece, because
That's what I need to know.
you've already been condemned, you already been ostracized from the community that you come out of. My thing is, how can a group of people or a community that's already I said it in a lie.
unpopular, disliked,
I
unfavored.
guess you could say that's improper to cite, but there's a word I use. I gotta find a word. But how can that
Oppressed?
community
Oppressed.
oppressed? How can the oppressed become the oppressor while still being oppressed?
Come
It
on.
happens within this. It happens within our own
You
community.
think black
how
people
can you-
oppressed the
Wait a minute.
LGBTQ?
How do you ask that
How do
question?
black
But
people
wait.
oppress
Seriously,
LGBTQ?
how can you ask that question when you are who you are today? How
I'ma-
many
hold
people
on,
hated
no,
on
no,
you?
no.
How
Hold
many
on,
people
wait, I'ma
criticized
I'ma
you? And
tell
did
you-
you not
I'ma
stand above
tell
and
you.
make
I'ma
your
tell
own
you
lane?
why.
You gotta ask the question and breathe.
It does not matter what I've overcome in my own identity, right? What matters was what I had to go through to find my own identity and find the strength to stand in my own lane. I can assure you, if I stand next to these 2 men right here, right, I'll be pinpointed out because I'm the gay guy. And then these 2, I'm not just saying this is how it happens. I'm not saying that it's all the time, but it happens a lot in this community.
Mhm.
It happens a lot. I would get shunned quicker before these 2 would.
So over flamboyantness is a form of strength to
I
be
feel-
able to identify who
I
you
feel
are.
like when you for some gay men, because I had this conversation, and I also do advocate
Mhm.
for a lot of LGBT on the back end. You know why?
Mhm.
I feel like a lot of the gay men that come out as the overly flamboyant type, it's like a bitch. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to type of statement piece. I'm
So
gonna be
it's
who I
like
want to
it's
be.
a demeanor to help
It's
them
a-
have the confidence. To
It's
go
a
through
demeanor
it.
to say I'm gonna be who I want to be, right?
Okay.
Especially when you have someone that called, like, you come up in school. Matter of fact, it was just this young black gay trans, young black trans. I would say who's transitioning. He's young, right? In high school, he just got jumped in his neighborhood just for being gay.
At the park. Yeah.
At the park, just for being gay. He got beat up by 3 people who he thought was his friend. They all jumped him and beat him stupid.
I
The second time he made the news, just because he was gay. But for what purpose? Because you're
I
gay.
couldn't have been that man.
But I'm gonna tell you this much:
Yeah.
I get the immediate backlash from heterosexual men and straight black women, and I work with black women. I've stood in the loo with black women and black men when we went through all this shit from motherfucking the George Floyd
Mhm.
down to Roe versus Wade.
Mhm.
Because
Come
I was
on.
also out there in those groups, making sure I was out there, advocating for women's rights.
I was in
Because
the house.
at the end of the day, you have every right to be a black woman. So I'm not trying to be a black woman for those who I get that all the time too. Oh, you want to be a woman so bad? I don't want to be a woman. I don't desire to be a woman. If I did, I would try my everything to transition to look like one.
Yeah.
But the fact that I am comfortable with who I am, I don't care about what the fuck you do. I'm not into your business, but you're into mine because I'm just so popular with the fuck I do. You feel like it's everything. I get the whole, oh, God's not pleased. You're not supposed to be this way. One woman said, well, where your daddy at? I said, he dead. That bitch told me, well, shit, you need to get the demon out your body. Excuse me? Like, ma'am, y'all hoes are really shot the fuck out. But
What she told you?
that woman said, she said, where is your daddy? My daddy been dead for 11 years now.
It's been a while.
Almost, I'm going on 12 years. That woman said, where's your daddy? I said, my daddy died 11 years ago. She said, well, you need to get the demon out your body that's making you do what you do.
See, but the thing about it is,
What did you think when she said that?
My page almost got banned because I cussed that bitch out stupid. She was everything but a
See,
child of God.
see, the crazy part about it is that people just need to focus on their lane.
But you know what?
If you mind your business,
Hatred fuels a lot of shit. And people
does.
love to follow shit that they hate. I don't know why they do.
And hate sales.
Hate sales.
Hate is
Hate-
one of the number
I'ma say this
sellers
frugally.
in the world.
Hate has made me and put me into a 6-figure income bracket.
come on.
Because y'all
Talk that
hate me
shit.
so bad, y'all share all my. I'm gonna say it. They hate me so bad, they share all my shit. You have not stopped the booking. You have not stopped an endorsement. You have not stopped a class. You have not stopped a paycheck. You have not stopped anything. All you've done was promote me to a group of people that actually like what the fuck I'm doing while you're hating on me.
Exactly.
That's it. And all I can tell you is thank you. And I have nothing negative to say. I get that all the time. I've had motherfuckers come my inbox wishing me death. But for
I'm
what?
so
Cut the
sorry.
check.
But let me tell you something. In real life, when I walk these streets, I'm on my head up high. Guess what? Oh, CJ. But you probably that same bitch on Facebook on that blank page saying, "Oh, every gay person needs to die." I had a person say every gay person needs to die. Well, bitch, come fight me. We can do that.
Damn.
I had, and I'm gonna tell you this to y'all grandmamas that's out there, to y'all grandmamas that come on social media that can barely see the motherfucking page, bitch.
Got the
I-
phone up like this.
Look,
How you work that baby?
look, for everybody who grandma be coming on social media, they got so much else. I would cuss your grandma and put her asshole on Pine Box too. The whole time. What the fuck? God is coming back, bitch. You need to get ready because you're gonna check out of here shortly.
Period.
Mind
Hey.
your own space.
Mind
That's
Man.
crazy.
No, but seriously, that's also another big thing in our community. We need to mind the business that pay us. Stop worrying about what everybody doing. If it ain't a child screaming for help saying that they being raped and tortured or taken from their parents, please mind your motherfucking business.
All right, we got to roll because we took up a lot of CJ's time. We
Well, you
appreciate it.
good. I wanna
Oh,
say this
damn.
right here. I can't see that question.
I go to
I
it.
can't. My glass ain't on.
Is it
Right
on
here.
Logic
He
talking to
said we
us?
all got jumped based on your neighborhood affiliation. Sometimes just for walking on the wrong block.
y'all don't
People
like
are shunned for what? How do we systemically stop
Nah, it's
LGBT
for-
as black? I'm gonna say this. You may have had those experiences because I'm sure that has happened for being in the wrong space. But it all starts within the black community. For one, systemically, the black community has been created to hate themselves.
Exactly.
To hate the very image of themselves, and all they've done was push that system of killing yourself to execute the black community out.
Killing yourself, killing your friend, being a drug dealer,
Right.
being a baby daddy who don't support your children.
Let's go back. Let's call what it is. Let's go back to the crack pandemic.
Being gay ain't the problem.
No, I want to go back to the crack pandemic. I'm gonna call it the crack pandemic. When crack cocaine was introduced, guess what they introduced it to? Into the black communities. And guess what they also introduced to the black communities? Malt liquor. They put everything that they wanted to tear you down into those.
What we said last week, certain areas do what? Sell grape soda and the other areas
Come on,
won't, period.
because it's systemically been proven, and it's been
It's
theoretically,
real.
but has actually been proven that these tools were created to destroy every black person. So guess what? Now look. Homosexuality, of course, if you're gonna go biblical, I'm gonna say how it is. Homosexuality says is condemned as a sin, but ain't no sin bigger than no other sin.
Exactly. And let's take it further back. Let's take it back to when it was ancient Rome.
They-
Do y'all realize that Caesar? I just want to know, do Americans really realize this? Black, white, American, Puerto Rican, Chinese? I don't care. Do y'all really realize that in a point in time when the
Why that
Roman
question?
Empire was open and available, Caesar literally had it to where you had to be in a sex brothel. You were children fucking men, fucking women. Gay is not the problem. What's the problem is our ignorance. What's the problem is how we feel like it's appropriate to raise little girls and little boys.
Right.
We're
That's
the
the
Somebody
problem.
problem.
said being
The
gay is
fact
the
that we
problem.
hate
So
ourselves, that's the problem.
I got a question. How is being gay the problem? Now, I'm gonna say this. And I've seen many parents do this, and I've seen many kids do this. I don't, and I feel like this shouldn't be done to any child. In no way should you push or project a decision onto a child.
Come on.
That's
Hold
the
on,
problem.
wait. Let a child be a child. That's always been my thing. Me for myself. This is for me. I'm not big on the prize, stuff like that. I support whatever you want to support. If I get paid to come, I'm going for my paycheck. That's it. But I've never been a person to indulge into certain
When
things.
did you come out as gay? Because you wasn't
I
saying
never-
you were gay in
hold on,
high school.
I'm gonna answer your question. I've never been a person to project anything. I've raised my two god kids since they were born.
And brother and sister.
And my brother and sister. I've
Mm-hmm.
raised multiple kids, and not once have I projected what I do onto them, because at the end of the day, I want you to know that right is right and wrong is wrong based on what this says, but also based on relationship and what you know and what you've been taught. Sometimes hatred is even taught within the black community because the white community was already taught to hate us any fucking way.
Come on.
The reason why we had slavery.
Let me interject.
Hold on,
What's
wait,
her
wait,
name?
wait,
What's
wait.
her name?
I'm
Yeah,
not-
yeah,
I'm not-
look,
I'm
look,
not-
look.
Let him
I'm not
finish.
done. Hold
Let
on a
him
second.
finish.
I have never in my life, I've never projected on a child. I never will project on a child. I won't say gay is a problem, but I have seen with some kids, and I want parents to understand this. Influence can come from any direction. You now have access to social media. People go to school. There are so many influences on your children than just what you see me do. I'm not the problem for your child becoming gay. If they did come that way, I'm not saying that they will become
Ooh,
that
you
way.
think people say
Ooh,
that
man,
people
listen.
become
Hey.
gay from watching your videos?
Hey.
Hell yeah.
No. But let me
Hold
ask you a
on.
question.
Oh,
So in elementary
hold on.
schools
I didn't
right now,
think about
they got
that.
a rule in some states where elementary-based children, 4th, 3rd, 5th graders, have to learn how to properly have sex with men and female.
I've heard
in
that, but
order
see that
to-
to me becomes an agenda.
See,
That to me becomes crossing the line
See-
and projection of a child.
see
Okay,
here's where the
I agree
problem
with you.
lies.
I just want to know, am I tripping? Okay.
Here's where the problem
Somebody
lies.
say, do you feel like a gay agenda being pushed on black.
I don't feel like a gay agenda is being pushed on anybody.
I acting like gay is something new.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't feel like if biblical times, even before that, even when Jesus walked this world, gay was still there. Gay has always been around. However, what I do feel like gay has been more lit, more how would you say, highlighted.
No,
because
I have to say this. I'm just being honest. I don't have anything against gay men, but seriously, on our black community in today's society, it's literally being pushed off on children
See,
that gay should be.
But it's not
They
just
got it.
black.
But you right though, because they even got it on Disney. They're saying that
not
at 2
just
and
black.
3 years
Hold
old,
on,
you can know that
hold
you're
on,
gay.
hold on.
You're 2
Time
and
out.
3. How can you know
Time
you're
out.
gay?
Here's
2
the
and
crazy thing about it. Here's the problem. Being gay isn't the problem. Being a womanizer isn't the problem. Being a malizer isn't the problem. The problem is parents ain't being parents.
Say it
and
again.
they sit them down in front of these doggone iPads.
Say it again.
And think that your child is supposed to learn
There
from
we
an
go.
iPad.
It's about influence. I just said it. Influences.
Because what did you say? They blame you for their child
They-
being gay. Well,
I-
bitch,
I've
why
had
is
people
your son watching CJ to
How
be
does-
gay?
How does your son or daughter have access to content that should not be accessible to a child?
Hey,
Because
man.
parents, we need to what?
And Miss
Parent our
Miss
children.
Sharina, it sounds like you have a personal problem. I can't see, but you said gay is a problem.
No.
I
Go back to Yashariana.
Yarina, whatever her name is.
What did she say earlier? She said gay is
she
the
said
problem.
gay is the
Just
problem. Keep it in your bedroom. Stop trying to market yourself worldwide. I don't think no one's marketing anything. I think everyone is living how they want to fucking live, and you're in everybody's business, bitch. That's why I really truly
So
feel
wait a
like.
minute. So J Dub, did you or did you not state that you are your own business? You your first
Right.
blessing that God gave you, right?
Right.
So if
You
you
your own
take your business
So,
as the individual
use
and
that
you
right
run
there.
it, you're twisted, you're demented because you're taking
that
advantage
whole
of
sound like
the
she mad.
opportunities that the world gave you to make it.
I'm gonna tell you. I answered that question because
You
I
wrong,
do
Lil'
feel
mama.
like there is a form of projection on children. But to answer her
We got
question,
another iPhone,
if
Android
I-
photo.
right, if I am my own business, if okay, I'm a celebrity twerk fitness coach. I teach across the world. If my business is twerk fitness and aerobics classes, I'm going to market what it is I sell, whether
Come
you
on.
buy or you don't.
Right.
I'm not here to say, okay, bitch, I'm gay. No, I'm marketing because I am an actual walking brand.
Exactly.
There's a value behind what I do. So when I say, okay, boom, I'm going on tour and I'm booked for 16 or fucking 17 cities or states, that's because that is my brand. No one's marketing themselves because they're gay. A person is gay because they're gay. But you, however, are the problem. You highlight things that have nothing to do with you and your household. Or you don't probably even have a household. But I've also had women like you that blame gay men and say, oh, this is why we don't have men. No, the reason why you don't have a man is because you don't know how to keep a man. You didn't know how to apply yourself as a woman to even have a man. You were a pass-through. You were a situation. You were a moment in time. I have no
Don't
reason.
cut too deep for him.
No. I'm gonna cut this whole neck off. She barely got one.
Hey.
I'm gonna tell you like this. You the reason why you ain't got it is because you don't know how to keep it. It ain't my fault.
Her face took
And
up
I
the
will
whole picture.
and I will never project on your child or you anyway. So
Hey.
I'm not a problem, bitch. You're the
You
problem.
say that's
Shit.
fine in your personal
But this
life,
is not a
you're not
transgender
teaching that
man.
to the
Baby,
community.
listen.
This is not a
What's your
transgender man. This
business
is a
yours.
This is a
Not the
man
world.
who
Stop
identifies, openly identifies.
She's-
He's not harming our
Right.
community. He's
She's
not out
talk-
here.
But she's talking about
The
sexual
women,
stuff.
the women
Hey.
that he dated, sweetheart, always knew what was up.
Thank
it was
you.
never hid
Never
from
hidden.
them.
Never
They came,
hidden.
met the family, the friends pounded us up. You understand what I'm saying?
For sure.
So it's not nobody out here plotting on
Now
the
the
black
real
community.
problem is
Now, if
DL men. I don't like DL men. Them hoes can
Say
go
it
and burn
again.
slow.
Say it
That's
again.
the real problem.
That's
in this
who you got
community,
your
DL
beef
men.
with.
Because
That's
y'all
who you got
love
your beef
trade
with.
so bad, bitch. Y'all love trade.
So if he DL, what that mean? He
Down
Down low.
low.
That means
Hey,
he doesn't
I
want
know
to.
what it means,
No.
but he don't.
Down
That
low.
mean,
He's not
that
looking in the
mean
mirror
he-
recognizing that he gay.
No, he
but
might recognize he gay, but he don't want everybody to know his
a
business.
DL
Is he
man
still
can
down
never
low?
recognize that he gay because he's fighting with it himself.
No, let's go back to little murder, little homicide. A DL man can't identify who they are because the world want to be who the fuck they want to be. So guess what? They do it in secrecy. So while you sleeping with your man and y'all love trade so much, a trade gonna come out here and break a punk back real quick, bitch. Y'all hold a
Hey.
fool. I'm gonna tell you how it is. Let me say this. There's a percentage of niggas that y'all sleep with on a daily basis that sleep with men on a daily basis too.
Mm.
And I've had some of y'all baby daddies in my inbox. You're welcome. I send his ass back home because I'm not like that anyway.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure probably was one of yours too, Miss Urena.
Jeez.
Bitch, you got me
Oh,
fucked up all the
no,
way because
Chris.
the thing is, it's women like what I told you, it's women like her that I identify in these situations.
Macaroni Tony drop this
sister,
cup.
that be quick to say,
Nah, that
oh,
was
ain't
Ninja
no real
Flavors.
men in the
Yeah,
world
Macaroni
left,
Tony
ain't this
cup
and
out
third. No,
everything.
I had nothing to do with that.
project y'all personal issues on people when it ain't that. It's an issue that you have with people. And DL men are really the problem of this community. It ain't somebody
But
like me.
it all
Touche.
goes all goes back to influence, man.
Right.
What
Who
influences
are
a
you
man to be
influencing?
gay
Some of
and
y'all
not
best
want to
friends
be
will
able
fuck-
to speak out or be comfortable
So,
with who you are? Who
Sacred-
wants to live in that misery? Let me know, because that goes back to that Tinder dick
And you
situation.
see what she said? She said, "Oh, trigger, baby. I wasn't triggered.
Hold
You
on.
just opened up a can of worms you weren't ready for. So that's
The
what
crazy-
that's what you refer to.
Crazy part
Is being
about it is
triggered?
her name is Sacred Peace
Baby,
Tribe,
I'm a
but she
city boy
look like she
down.
toxic.
Look, she said, I know you are so bothered.
Why do
And
you
that's-
feel like that? Why
I'm
does
not
she feel
bothered.
like
It's
that?
a subject. No, the reason why she felt that is because I'm getting her ass together. But I hope one day you can get it to where you can add people to your live stream, because I can assure you that bitch can stand in this platform with me.
She look like she
Tune
got a
in,
lace
we
front
on
on
live
in
and
her
on
Bro,
picture.
she
point,
threw
y'all.
a shot at you.
She look like she got a lace
You're
front
weak.
on in
You
her
can't
face.
even build the community pussy. It people like you. Why the black community is
Damn,
where
why
it is.
y'all coming in
Busy
now?
boy,
I'm not
stop
gonna do that
popping.
now.
Hey,
boy.
God
hey.
Now,
No,
no,
keep it
no.
there. Sister, go
Let me
ahead.
get her together.
Get her
Let me
together
you
real quick.
Let
That
me
whole
get you-
shot out bad.
First of all, this is from woman to woman, sister girl. And this ain't even the fact that this is my whole god brother that I grew up with throughout my life. Let me get you together on your own accord. First of all, honey, you need to take accountability, because he's not lying. It's women out here that barely know how to wash their pussy, can't cook a motherfucking meal, can't work a motherfucking job. These niggas go to other niggas because that's what the fuck they want to do, and that's who's in them.
Oh,
and that's nothing to do with
no.
us. Okay, that's first and foremost. Like I said, it's not a gay man that's out here saying he's gay, that's out here doing what he need to do, that's ruining the community. It's men that fuck on other men, knowing
In secrecy.
and fucking their wives, nutting in them, fucking them raw, no boundaries, don't give a goddamn,
And
because
passing STDs.
their insecurity, because they're angry, because they're bitter, oppressed, or whatever the hell the case
Sister,
may be.
she
they're
lost her
damaged.
man to a punk.
Okay, that's the problem.
She lost her
So
man to a punk. That's probably what it is.
You need to hit.
Come
you
on,
need
fat
to get
dick.
your moral compass together, baby girl. Because I'm not even being shady to
That
you.
whole
I don't know
said-
you from
that whole
Adam and Eve,
said-
but baby, you sounding real motherfucking
She said,
ignorant,
"How are you
and
building
you
a-"
sound impressed.
She said, "How are you building a black community?" Now, let me answer this question for you. Realistically, I build the black community in two ways: with the LGBT and heterosexual community, especially women. When you advocate, that means you put yourself in the forefront of whatever community that is that you represent. I represent a lot of communities, truth be told.
Hey,
I go out
Maya.
here, I volunteer my time, I give
Hey,
back.
Taisha.
I do things that should be done. And also on the flip side, I've taken care of two kids that were not mine. I even helped procreate, and I still take care to this day. That I can file on taxes. if I
And
want
how
to.
many men that are in the black community that are supposed to be straight that got these motherfucking babies that don't even see their children? Motherfucking children walk up in their face right now, slap their ass. They don't even know it's their motherfucking baby.
Yeah,
Come
she
on now,
mad.
baby, do better.
Hey, we
Do
had an
better.
hour
And what
20
part do
minutes,
you
Nisha,
play in
and
that,
Chris
ma'am?
was on time.
What part
Y'all
do
was
you play in
late.
that? You
Yeah.
Chris done spent the most time we can
Hey,
with
man.
us, man. Y'all
Yeah, I had a good
wildin'.
time though.
All right,
Had a
listen,
great time.
we appreciate everybody for coming
Sacred
through.
Peace Tribe. Look like you had too many pieces.
Y'all
of
don't
chicken.
forget September the 17th. Tickets are on eventbrite.com. We
Period.
gonna show y'all why CJ is the motherfucking trainer and why Major got the fucking flavor. Tune in, get your tickets.
That was cute.
It's going down, period.
She been working on that all week.
She had, bro.
7:30, okay? And we popping ass and getting what? Tipsy. Y'all come support. Check it out. You don't want to miss the experience. Urena, Scared, Peace, Try, whatever your name is. Baby, come on, check us out. Get you some realization. Learn that it's not the gay community, baby. Let individuals be who they are, okay? It's
Pull
about
up.
accountability and responsibility, baby.
Oh Lord.
There's the part.
For real, I like the questions. It's just because she thought I was triggered, I responded. But you realize,
Hey,
but I want you to
nah.
realize something. That's the common answer when someone responds, "Oh, I've upset you." You didn't upset me because for you to upset me, that means I give you power to upset me.
Right. And
I
we
just
don't give
respond to a
people that
question.
power, baby. We grown over here. We done
Hey.
been through real life experiences. That shit you popping.
Right? That ain't
Baby,
shit.
that's mediocre over here, okay?
We
Baby,
good
that's
over
Tom
here.
and Jerry up in this world, okay? We go through real nigga shit over here,
We are
okay? We
good over here.
survivors.
But I do
Resilience,
appreciate
period.
all the questions and the rebuttals and
Mhm.
the concerns and response, because all
Who
that means
cares
that
how
that
we
you
out
is.
the enemy and build
Ooh,
the
somebody
community.
said y'all hella weird.
She said we're hella weird.
Well,
Nah,
check
that-
us out September 17th.
Can you
so
blow
see
her
just how
picture
weird
up?
we are, okay?
Uh,
Y'all
I
come
mean,
check us out September
I
17th.
can't- I
See
can't
how
barely
weird
see
we
it.
are. Because it's Sip and Spark with
Hey.
Turner and Major Flavors.
man, your profile picture hella weird.
It is. She
The
look
fact
like a
that-
zombie.
the
Say,
fact-
shut up, people go cry.
Hey, the fact that your name ain't really your government name is weird.
Listen, man, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. Chris,
The fact-
man, we appreciate
the
you
fact she
stopping
got a
too.
lace front on
CJ
is
the
Oh wait,
weird.
trainer.
I found Ms. Yarena. Yeah, she definitely like she got butt hurt by a punk. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. That whole said sacred peace, and she says her channel is where you can come here to uplift our sacred tribe
Love
as
you,
a union,
Tiny.
shifting to higher frequencies. Ma'am, you are a lower frequency hoe, baby.
Thank you for
And I can
supporting.
assure you that
Damn.
that motherfucking pH balance is definitely low frequency. I need you to go ahead and
Oh,
check yourself.
damn. Chris up here
The
looking
pH
motherfuckers up. Hey, that's some shit I
pH
used to do
balance
on
for me.
the show.
I'm
Look
him.
your
I'm not
ass
that
up.
bitch. I'm a shoot for the
Hey.
juggler, baby.
I think we
Bitch,
need to.
if your
I
neck,
think we
if
need to
your
bring
neck
that
is
back.
better still on your shoulder, so you ain't got
so
time for
you
it,
a
baby.
Bussy boy.
Baby, I'm a bussy boy. They got a bussy bank, bitch, a bussy bag, and a bussy paycheck, bitch. What you mean?
Period. Traveling the world and got
You
a bag,
better
living
know.
their best
Hey.
mother,
That
living
shit don't
his
bother
best
me,
life.
baby.
Okay.
Listen, I
Eating shrimp and steak and
think you
lobster
lost
on
your
the
man
gravel.
to a little bussy too, sister. I'm sorry.
Hey, she got
Like
that
I
same
said,
lace
y'all
front on.
tune in September 17th. Check us out because baby, we got Sip and Twerk starring CJ
Ma'am,
the
you can
Trainer
suck
and
my
Major
dick, eat
Flavor.
my ass as a chaser, bitch.
You don't even got to
That's what
entertain
you
her.
can do.
Don't even entertain that for
I
real.
like it though. You know, I'm
Don't
down with all
even-
the shits.
You
Hey.
just be above the bullshit.
You know, I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe to your
Just be
page to
above
give you
it.
one extra follower just so I can talk shit on
Me
your page,
too,
bitch.
babe. Me too. I
Damn
hope
sure
you read
will.
some of these.
I won't
posts,
share it
educate
because
I'm
you
yourself.
ain't
telling
worth
you, I'm
sharing, bitch. I can see
I'm
you
not
got a
gonna
little.
follow.
Macaroni
I'ma go
Tony in the
follow her.
building.
Hey man,
Appreciate
so
you, sir.
Macaroni Tony, aka Fluffy Boy 88. I'm not fat. I'm just fluff. Fucking with me, you get stuffed. Each and every Tuesday night,
Big
we at
Tabletop Tuesday.
Tabletop Tuesday, the Atlantis Lounge, 926 Arlington Road. Come get the vibes. We that Friday night too.
Look
She
at
can
y'all.
be- she
Look
can-
at you,
Josh, she
y'all.
can be-
Want
she
to
can-
come and try to
Hold
be
on,
her
wait,
Kappa
wait.
saver.
Ja, you said she's about the black community, but am I not also part of the black community?
Right. And tearing him down. Trying to anyway.
That ain't uplifting. Like I
Hold
said
on.
before, you motherfuckers love to pick and
Hey.
choose who you want to uplift and support. But guess what? You came on here with negativity completely, but that's not uplifting. You're still a low frequency ass bitch, and you're on YouTube trying to get your shit together. You're
Crazy
still
part
low.
about it
And
is
your pH balance
also,
off.
I would suggest you actually
Now that's, we
invest
don't know that.
invest
Nah.
into a better camera because your quality is really bad on your video system.
that's that Android.
Well,
Definitely.
Hey,
my
but
god brother said your pH balance probably off, so
hey,
I'm gonna
the
believe you a
crazy
pH
part about
balance
it
off.
is
Down.
the crazy part about it is that OG Ja ain't said nothing till she said something. So
That's fine.
he
I mean,
just
like
felt
I
like
said,
he had a little backup.
if she said I'm not a part
You
of
gotta-
the
you got to
wait.
stand on your
She
own
just sat
too.
here and said I'm not a part of the black community. So what community am I part of, man? You go against your whole mission statement. You are a fraud.
She's an oxymoron.
Fraudulent.
She's an oxymoron like
complete
Jumbo
oxymoron.
Shrimp.
You are a fraud.
Wee.
You're a fraud. So listen, and here she go, unprofessional people, girl. But you came in here with the shit. So now what?
Hey,
So
we
you
just
know what it
responded.
is. You motherfuckers love to play victim.
This is not
When you-
McDonald's.
It
This
definitely
is not
ain't.
McDonald's,
But they love to
baby.
play victim.
We got real brands up here. We doing
So
big things
triggered,
up here.
don't try
Our
to get on
professionalism
YouTube.
is
I
what
don't
we
need
dictated
YouTube
as.
money.
Okay,
I'm
period.
tribal.
She get tribal money, baby. You're not Native American.
Hey, you
love.
done messed
You're a
up the
nigga.
church's money while you playing. That's
Why
what
you
you
playing?
called
She's
Sacred
stealing.
Peace Tribe.
Hey, we popping out,
It's
man.
okay.
Y'all wild.
Hate us because they ain't us,
Appreciate you for
CJ.
Chris coming
Hate
through.
us
Make sure y'all-
because they
you can
ain't
find me
us.
on all platforms at CJ the Trainer Official.
And
I'm on
CJ
every
is
platform.
popping. Y'all already
Definitely
know,
for sure.
man.
If you already know, bitch, I make the girls shake and make their draws come across their necks. Simple as that.
Oh,
Hey.
damn.
Period.
You
That's
should
what
have
we
brought
doing
some
all September
of them hoes with you
17th.
tonight.
They're not
Them
hoes,
draws
they're
is
women.
coming
And we
across
could
your
have had
neck.
them twerking in the studio.
Right.
Hey,
On the
man,
table. Oh, we out, man. Appreciate you, Macaroni Tony.
I'm
CJ.
I make 88 on IG, Ian McClinton on Facebook. man.
Ah,
Major
Come get these
flavors.
vibes.
Major flavors.
Period.
Check me
CJ the
out.
Trainer. Y'all wild tonight. We